Hello and welcome to this tutorial on using SoundCloud Manager version 3. This tutorial we're quickly going to talk you through just the basics of how the program is structured and how it works. Hopefully you've already seen the tutorial on how to add your account and you have your account in the program. You'll see your account on the accounts control depending on the view that we have. Maybe you've got single view. The tab here, perhaps you have it on global window, or perhaps you are having it on per tab. So the program is structured by tabs where each tab is an action. So we have the plays tab of how you can give plays to your tracks, how you can join groups, how you can follow accounts, unfollow, send messages to users, track comments, search and like, search and repost, how you can do anything of the SoundCloud website in the program. So very simply, we're going to set up a follow action. All the tabs pretty much are structured the same. You have your account selected, you'll see that the account avatar will appear here. Just out of view here you should also see the username. Then we will need to specify how this action is going to run. As it's a follow action, we need to specify how we are going to find users to follow. So it is pretty much all straightforward once you get your head around it. We can follow followers of. So we can enter an account here. So what you would do is you would enter a similar account. So this is let's take, say for example, an account that produces dub music. We are selecting a dub artist here with the mindset that users that follow this account probably are into dub music and would also like our music. We can then control this particular action or any other ways to find accounts. Everything here is different ways to find accounts to follow. And these specify how we can control those items and how they will be followed. So how many users do you want to follow? Well, you may be thinking, wow, I don't have to do anything. I want to follow 2,000. Okay, it's not a good idea. We need to think, is what I'm setting up, is it realistic? As a real user, have you ever gone into SoundCloud, searched for an artist and followed 2,000 people in any one go? No, you haven't. SoundCloud limit what you can do per day. You've probably never hit those limits manually because you've never sat there, click follow more than 100 times. So we're going to limit it to 100. Do you want to pause after each item? Well, no, I don't want to pause. I want to do it as quick as possible. Again, have you ever followed 100 users in 10 seconds? No. We want to pause. We want to keep it realistic. The power of the program is not from doing things as quick as possible. It's from doing things slowly, consistently, just running in the background, working all day for you. We can keep it random, so we'll have it randomly between 10 and 30 seconds. The time period. The time period will specify how long do you want to do these 100 follows. Right, so I want to spread out these 100 follows over one day. So we need to pause for 864 seconds. Perhaps you want to do 1,000 follows, but you want to spread it out over 2 weeks. So we need to pause for 1,200 seconds after each follow, maybe 1 week. And it basically, all it does is takes the time period, works out the number of seconds in that time period, divided by how many items you want to perform. So you can do that manually yourself, or just a little helper. Do you want to repeat this action? Perhaps we only want to follow 10 of these followers because we're going to set up some other actions, and we're going to follow 10 of their followers every 24 hours, which is every day. Do you want to repeat these follows? Well, we only want to do this for a week. So we're going to follow 10 users, wait 24 hours or one day, and do it again and again, and after 7 repeats we're going to stop. If you don't want to stop, set it to 0 and it will follow forever. When should we stop following? Well, the maximum you can follow in SoundCloud is 2,000. Perhaps you're thinking, well, if I'm always following 2,000, SoundCloud perhaps can detect it, and mostly it's going to be bots that are following the maximum. So we will never follow more than 1,800 at any one time. Up to you. Here are other ways that we can interact with the account we will be following. So when we follow an account, we're going to play one of their tracks, we're going to download one of their tracks, we're going to favorite the track, and we're going to repost it. This just means that when the artist gets a notification we followed them, in their back-end stats panel, they will see that our account has played their track, has downloaded their track, we've favorited their track, we have reposted their track. So by all intents and purposes, this is a genuine follow we are performing. They're more likely to come check out your account, they're more likely to follow your back as you seem like a real user has followed them and has enjoyed their music. We can set a filter. Perhaps you don't want to follow anyone who has less than 100 followers. Perhaps they're thinking less than 100 followers, they're new to SoundCloud, perhaps they're a fake account. Similarly, only someone who has uploaded a minimum of 10 tracks, you want to make sure they're really an active SoundCloud member. Perhaps you only want to follow pro accounts, as pro accounts will have more stats in the background, they're more likely to notice that you have interacted with their account. Maybe it's someone who has an avatar, again with the thinking, no avatar, not real, not a proper account. So that's how you can set up a filter, similarly on all the other tabs. Once that's all set up, we will click the follow button, notification that our action has been created. That means we'll come to the follow tab. Here is our action. Just delete the ones from earlier. And we'll see that the progress is processing. If you see waiting, that means your processor is not on, it is not running. Click the run button. I will just point this out again, as I do get quite a lot of support questions saying the program isn't working, my tasks are just waiting, they're waiting. Click the run button to turn it on. Actions will not run by default. Just in case you've made a mistake, you can stop the actions before running. Double click the action, you will see the action running. Here is our filter. So we've failed the number of followers. This user only had 4 followers, so we're not going to follow them. 29, 8, 9, 27, 18. Okay, so we are not actioning on lots of accounts here. This may be a good thing, but you know, we're not following these users. We can only follow perhaps 60, 80 accounts a day, and we're only following users that we have worked out who are most likely to follow us back. So this action will just keep on running in the background. Once it's completed, you will see the progress turned to completed. So really that's describes most of the action tabs. That was the follow tab. Here we specify how we can find users to follow, and here's how we control the action. Same on favoriting. Here's how we find tracks to favorite. Here's how we control it. Same on reposting. Here's how we find tracks to repost. Here's how we repost them. Same on commenting on tracks. Here's how we find tracks. Here's how we control them. Grab it bigger so you can see. Same on sending PMs. How we find users to PM. Here's how we control it. All the actions are quite similar. How you find the items, or how you provide the list of items, how we control it. So any questions on this tutorial, any questions on the program in general, come to the forum, rootjazz.com/forum. Do search for any questions you may have, you'll probably find the answer. If you do not find the answer, please post up. Please post up as many questions as you have. Please post a descriptive subject. Even if your question seems quite simple and basic, if you don't know the answer, I guarantee you hundreds of other people also do not know the answer, so post up as many questions as you want. Thanks for watching.